payoff.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They want to go for back-to-back scores. They're lining up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking downfield, it's Penix. Finds his big tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Looking to pass on second down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Set, ready.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Jordan. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
All right,
First down to start the drive after the break.
Red 29.
The hand to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Patriot, monster.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, what a move! They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Let's go.
And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Black 18. Black 18.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And how about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. 2nd and goal now, they get the big stop.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Coming after him. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Baller. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Complete to the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Jive. Set.
He wants to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Jordan. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Caught over the middle, it's Johnson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's going to pass. Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Penix. Feeling some heat. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this will be caught at the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field.
Let's
That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Black 14. Snare, snare. Break, break, break.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. Hey, huge pickup. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays.
And the pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick six. Doesn't get much worse than that.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the returner will be knocked down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point.
Snatches it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second.
Check, check. White 94 slider choice. White 90.
They go to the ground. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got it! They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Red 83, switch. Red 83. Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Black 18! Black 18!
Wants to throw. It's Jordan. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So that penalty will be declined, and the touchdown stands. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try.
180!
Snap in the shotgun. He gets it into the end zone, and he gets the 2.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Penix. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense set on first down.
Red 18.
Quarterback will audible.
Trailer.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags.
Open runway ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Into the end zone unimpeded. Except for that piece of laundry on the field, this might be coming back. Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15.
Let's go.
A first down for the offense.
Single. Here we go. Ready.
To throw, it's Jordan. Spits it out to the back, using the quick game. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's the thing. We did a meat-eating contest at the Outback Bowl my senior year. Which squad could eat more steak from Outback? It was absolutely amazing. So I experienced that in all of its glory.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25.
Blue 22.
Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
When QBs get flushed outside the pocket and they have to scramble, you go into scramble rules. But more importantly, I think as a quarterback, I just want you to throw the football away when you get a chance. Throw that thing out of bounds. I don't get a loss on the play. Instead, the ball gets moved back to the line of scrimmage. I'd like to see him do that a little bit more.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He fires it out to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Had to get rid of it quickly.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot, and we're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Single.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly, but 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make? Because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Back to pass, it's Penix. They're bringing heat. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to fire to the left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
Set.
Handoff to the lone back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Set. Set. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Might be looking to run. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also...
He'll take the deep shot. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
On the run, it's Hobbs. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Penix. Firing deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Tough to give up those penalty yards in that situation. Now it's just 3rd and 6. Now adjusting. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Looking to take a shot. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch.
Great example of a receiver just winning at the line of scrimmage against press coverage. He's able to get a clean release, and that allows him to push down the field, stack the cornerback, made it an easier throw for the quarterback, and now all of a sudden, they're in the red zone.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3, showed it all on that run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal.
Black 18! Black 18! Set!
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
Hey.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Boston College. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Here comes the 2-point try. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Turns it loose deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, you know, you always look back at games and single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game.
Oh, he wants it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. The Red Raiders will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes...
Time to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the second half, they're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking to the big tight end. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get some.
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it on the left. Got a lot of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Boston College!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style, an 87-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field.
Here we go.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He'll pull it down and run. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet, and he was able to do that, and now they got a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Steps away. He'll let one go down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw him?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
White 53.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Set.
First down to start the drive after the break.
All eyes.
The give and tick, 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 tick. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can anyone catch him? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Ready.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods.
Set.
To the air, it's Jordan. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it down the right side. And he breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll throw one to his right. And here's the third interception of the night.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Give to the running back. Slithers into space. And he's running in the open. Obliterates him, still on the move. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to... And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And the stomping has commenced.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense.
Off he goes! And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Indy. Trailer.
Going up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Looking for a man, it's Jordan. Skips away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got a man. It's Jordan. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Boston College wants to play fast. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And
going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
Let's go.
The offense set for a first down play.
Let's go.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He's going up top here late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're
going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
I think you got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just